G'day time, my Fuzzyites, and welcome back to Animal Crossing. It is day 312. Ready at the channel, it's November 8th, 2024 at 4:05 p.m. All set to go? Yep. Who are you? I'm Fuzzy. Oh, sorry, of course you're Fuzzy. Slipped my mind. Alright, I'm gonna get things ready for you. Don't drop the power of my memory card. Yeah. Please do, please do. Thank you. Have a good time in Buzzville. So we got gyroids again. So let's go look at those gyroids out there in the world. We'll also talk to Copper and hopefully he'll have, you know, be able to be like, oh yeah, someone's coming into town out of the state. Oh, here's open. Is anything going on? November 10th. There we go. Gracie on November 10th. Yeah, one thing I can do on days like this that I'm just realizing now, when whoever's coming to town is, I can always just go over with all the people, switch to the other people and go there, right? It would give me better chances. It's just time consuming is the problem. But it's definitely doable. But yeah, so gyroids, woo. Let's see. Other things. Oh yeah, I missed the wall, the well thing on November, first Monday of November. We went to the one town. We were told about it. I literally went, oh, we go to our own town, we'll go get the well. And I forgot about it, so you know, that's fun for me. On the 11th, we get the police day police model for Officers Day. So, 4th Friday in November. That's probably Black Friday. Alright, here we go again. Oh, here we go again. It is the 8th. Yes. Alright, sounds like a good go. Okay, I'm preparing for your arrival. Yeah, Dead by Daylight is still controlling my life way more than it should. Played some more last night. I was playing as the Trapper. It's always interesting as the Trapper, because sometimes you'll get a place that's really, really good for you, and you get a lot of traps activating, and can really, you know, destroy everyone. And then sometimes you're just, it's god-awful. Where not much can happen. Oh yeah, I should probably also say that last night, literally, I think when I was going to bed 8 hours ago, not 8 hours ago, but 8 hours ago, Alexander Clifton Aiken? I hope I said the last name right. I'm not familiar with that one. Followed, so thank you for the follow, Alexander. What am I saying? What's going on? Where am I? Yeah, so I played Naughty Bear. It's always interesting because sometimes, like I say a lot of the times with the game, a lot of playing the game is just luck. Nothing else to it is just luck. Because if you're in an area that's isn't very grassy, aka like, we went to Hawkins' lab, it can be very hard for you to make good, trap placements. But on the other, so that place, I didn't do too bad. Generally when that happens, and generally in general, I do stuff. Tall Nebula. I, in general, like to put them by places where people are gonna go quickly. So, like, around, just in front of pallets, and behind windows and whatnot. So that they can't, if they go to an area and they're trying to, like, loop, then they might get hit. Still, my favorite moment of that is I put it out in the, like, in the center of the area, but a little far away from one of the things. And I was chasing someone that we were on the swamp map. Was that? No, that's just grass. Weeds. But we go there, we're doing that. And they throw down a pallet by the boat. Throw them pallet by the boat. And then they do, you know, because they're little shits, they're disrespectful. So they start doing the, yeah, I got ya, crouch thing. And I'm there, I break the pallet. They immediately, smugly turn around and hit the trap. It's like, yeah, didn't think that one through. Because, yeah, I still need, to get everyone, get a certain amount of people with traps in that game. So, been doing that still. Still doing the lich stuff every so often. Because I do think the community needs to come together and be like, hey, let's do a community day where all the killers play as the lich. That way, anyone who needs to get the lich thing can. I think that would be sweet. Because I'm giving it to a few people, but the problem is you can get 1 to 2 every round, and depending how the rounds go, the rounds can either take like 10 minutes if you're, you know, catch everyone quickly, slash they're really good and are able to do everything, you know? So it can take like 5 to 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, or it can take like 30 minutes or longer if, you know, stuff happens. Because not all the time, but some of the time what will happen is I'll be going through 2 people left. I never like having 2 people left. I always, as I like to say a lot of times, I like to spread out the hooks so that like everyone's on their final hook. And then it feels fairer. It doesn't feel like I'm tunneling, because I hate when it's like, well, I tunnel. I don't like tunneling. Which happened yesterday. But only because it got to the point where this one person, bad luck, just kept being in front of me. Oh, and then there was a point where I hung a Sable in the basement. And so I was like, okay, Sable's in the basement. I'm gonna do whatever. Leave her, go out, leave upstairs. And then I'm going back down into the base, and then she gets saved. I'm going into the basement. Either, I'm like, okay, I'll check the basement. What are the chances they're there? I think she healed, so I'm like, I was like 2 feet away from the Yakamori. That's not the name of it. I'm sorry, I butchered that name. I can't even remember. anyways, the one Japanese house with the big house in the one side. But I go down there. I haven't seen them pass me. I know they just healed, so they're both down here. At least 2 of them. And so I just take a guess. I open a locker, and of course I get Sable. And I hear behind me, Adam just book it. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Sable. That's just bad luck. Was it Adam? I think it was Adam. So Adam got out of there, of course. Sable got her second hook. Which in that game, I did give it to Sable. Sable did win the whole thing. Because the one person I was going after, the one person who I was going to give it to, I think was Adam or someone else. But they were really good at evading. They had some really, really good, what is it? Blast flare things. They did really good with that placement. Got me a few times. But in the end, it was very apparent that I think he was done. And so he kind of he tried to run, but it was to the point where like he hesitated and wanted me to get close. So I think he was just done. It's like, well, I don't just want to get you down and then go get her and then give it to you. I also did that a few times last night. Where it's like, oh, this player is really good. They're doing what they need to do. I haven't really seen them all match, so obviously they're the clear winner. But then because of something, it's like, oh, shoot, now, yeah. Which is why I like to try and get everyone down even. Because then I'm also, so I'm not like, well, Sable has none. I haven't gotten this guy yet. And then I find him, hook him, and it's like, well, now I can't just go after Sable. So I have to tunnel him. Come on. Not a thing, really? But still having fun with it. Still need to get on a better sleep schedule. But yeah. And then I also found out last night that the next killer is announced and is in public beta, the public beta thing, which I'm debating playing. Because I think it would be fun to play the killer a little bit before they come out on the 28th. I think it's the 28th they said. But the next one up is the Houndmaster, something like that, where it's a girl. Yeah, a girl. I think it's a girl. A woman, girl, lady. She has a dog, and so her power is that she can send a dog out to a specific generator to investigate it. Apparently the further away the generator is when you send them, the better the dog's smell will be when it gets there or along the way, where it can smell people and be like, oh, hey, there's someone here. And then you can, and if it smells someone, I guess you can turn it into attack mode, and the dog, it'll do the attacking. That's what the dog's doing. Wait, did I already got 3. Oh. But also, when you send a dog, when you're following, it has a trail going towards the one generator that you send it to. You can actually run on the trail, and it actually speeds you up a bit. So that's nice. She seems like she's going to be fun. Very much a pressure person. And then when the dog catches someone, I guess it doesn't damage unless the person gets hit while they're vaulting. Otherwise, it kind of like clamps onto them and drags them towards the Houndmaster. So yeah, I'm excited for that. It's becoming more and more apparent, or, you know, somewhat apparent to me, and will happen eventually, that just as the game progresses, what the killer's power is going to get less and less from what can they possibly do. While still being fair. Because, like, you have a few teleporting powers, being Freddy Krueger, who can teleport to all the generators. You have... who else can teleport? Freddy Krueger does generators. Sakuro, or the girl from The Ring, Samantha, in the American version, she can go to televisions. You have the Dredge, who can go through to, what is it? Lockers. So, like, even the alien, it's not really teleporting, but it's fast traveling to any of the guns in the area, the flame turrets. So, like, teleporting has been well established. The only thing else they could really do is A, go to specific chests, or B, go to, like, chests, like the chests in the arena, or B, do hooks, without adding a whole new thing, like Samantha's not trees, TVs. So, like, teleporting is basically out, and I don't think they would do people on the hook. Oh, it's raining here, so yeah, I can't do anything. That's great. Actually, that's wonderful for me. More time to move on to the next game. Pick line, now go to pick line, pick line. Yeah, you can't teleport. You have throwing things with quick throwing with Trickster, and slow throwing but insta hits with Huntress. Invisibility is taken up by the Wraith. Quick movements is taken up by Wesker, the Blight, and the Nurse. Also Hillbilly. Yeah. So, like, sending a thing out to help you was really good. There are a few things, and I'll go over them. I really want to do a video soon, and now that I know the Hound is the next thing, on what I want for the series and what I'd love the next killers to be. Because I want to do a Just Pitching episode, which I do every so often. Because there's, like, two original killers I've thought of that I think could be interesting to the realm. One that I absolutely want to have, and it's a travesty that they have not included. The other one I think would be neat. Both of them kind of just fit a niche in what is missing from the killer roster. And then I want to do some license stuff and talk about that. Because I know at least one license thing that they haven't done yet that's, like, would be huge for them to do. Whether or not they actually ever would, I don't know. But I think it's, like, an obvious, like, hey, why aren't you guys doing this? Because there's so much potential in a series for just like the people alone would be good to have. Be interesting to have. It would add more characters to the game. They probably wouldn't get none of the license thing I'm thinking of would get their own chapter. It would be more like Attack on Titans or something like that, where they just go. They're just another outfit customizability thing for present characters. But like the series is huge, and like you could have quite a few heroes to pick from, as well as loads and loads of different killers. Again, I have no idea. Maybe they have looked into it before, but it's such an easy, like, somewhat horror franchise. And the only reason I don't think it's in there yet, and possibly never would be, is because it leans a bit more into, like, the kid-friendly horror. Oh, it's snowing here. Look at that. Look at the snow. I didn't talk to Copper in the last town. Crap. Oh well. But yeah, but then I should also think of another franchise to add into the game that I think would be good. Yeah. Well, I have a few. Actually, I do have a few franchises that I would like that most likely wouldn't happen. For one reason or another. Because a lot of them more range to like kid-friendly stuff. Window. Where are we? Cozy Bay. Thank you. Alright, that's no. It's collectible. Oh, that's the epic camel. You want it? Yeah. Okay, go ahead then. No, that's the whatever. You want it? Yeah, you want it. Okay, go ahead then. So yeah, maybe we'll do that episode on Saturday, talking about my picks for who I'd like to see in game for Dead by Daylight. Do another just pitching episode of just myself. But yeah, either way, that with D&D, the Houndmaster seems really good. I'm very excited for them. They should be a fun addition to the game. And add quite a bit to like lore. Because it's always nice when they add characters whose powers are uniquely their own. Like I said, sending out a dog to a specific generator, such a good thing. The achievement, I'm guessing, is going to be like, grab the survivor while your dog is pulling them towards you. If I had to guess. As long as there's no like lich achievement where it's like, oh yeah, when you're fighting the lich, which may or may not ever happen, get a legendary item and escape. Which is very infuriating because you would think during all the matches people would go for legendary items. But maybe they don't know, they don't understand. But you'd think, hey, they'd go after the legendary items. But the amount of times I've played games, where they just don't, and not one person has a legendary item, tragic. Because it's like, what do I do? And every time I'm like, hey, look at this. There's chests. Open it. Get the legendary item. Escape. Get the achievement. They don't. Either they find it and don't tell me and put it on and whatnot, or they don't. The other thing I felt bad for, one night I was going after a thing. Thing. And she had the Hand of Vecna, which allows you to teleport through lockers. But you know, I was after her, and I'm like, you know what, let's just do this. I did a bubble thing to dispel magic, so I'm pretty sure that means she can't use it. She can't use the artifact. And I think she still saw a locker that she could go into, jumps into it, and I'm like, oh. She comes out, I was like, yeah, no, I dispelled your magic. Can't do that. Fun times. But either way, thank you, my brothers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's getting closer to Christmas. I guess it's snowing in-game. But thank you, and see you next anytime. Take care.